Hey, what's going on? I've got 10 minutes and 30 seconds to make a video because my memory's a little low. Anywho, there's going to be a little bit of shaking in this video because my phone is on a tripod on a table and the table moves a little bit. Observe. Alright, so I want to start my video by showing you like a quick little clip, because when you're winning on God's team, it doesn't matter what the devil does. It doesn't matter how grand and epic it looks. It's just the devil's work. So check this little clip out. I thought this would be funny.
Think of Happy Gilmore. I didn't get a chance to see him play. I was too busy winning.
You gotta admit, that's a hell of a drive, 450 yards, huh?
Yeah, how do you finish again? Dead last?
Yeah.
Right? So, the devil's gonna finish dead last. Doesn't matter what he does. Happy Gilmore's a funny movie. I enjoy that one. So now I'm going to exit out of that, and we're going to focus on something else. Some epic stuff. I'm going to talk to you about angel numbers, synchronicities, coincidences. Some people call them coinkydinks. There's no such thing as a coinkydink or a coincidence. Everything that's happening is happening as part of a divine plan, right? So I was just recently, if I could find it, okay, I just did a video yesterday, right? By the way, nothing in that video was illegal, and nothing said in that video was illegal. And so basically we got our trust agreement, right? Yesterday's video was 10 minutes and 7 seconds long. So I actually looked that up today about the angel number and what it means. And so here's the thing. If you're seeing 1111 all the time, or if you're seeing 55, for me I see 1133 a lot right now. I see 55 a lot. So let me kind of explain by reading. Let's see, get a little closer. Who's that knucklehead? That's a little while ago. Okay. Alright, I've titled this folder Next Video for God. Alright, so what I would like to share with you guys is when I was signing my contract, I realized that I signed, you can see here, this is 8, it's a screenshot here. This is 8:32. So at 8:32, I had looked at the clock and realized that at 8:30 I was signing my contract, right? So the contract was between, and is between, God and Jesus Christ. So the story of Jesus Christ is the resurrection, right? He comes back and comes back from the dead, new life. So look at this, 8:30 angel number meaning, and I got this one from looks like it was angelnumber.org. Anyways, so the number 8:30 is associated with both death and resurrection. Therefore, it denotes the conclusion of your previous existence and the beginning. So I guess I didn't screenshot the rest of that one. So as I signed this contract, literally the death and resurrection of myself. Okay, I did sign this at 8:30 p.m. Let me see here, the private contract. I had the public ones notarized the next day. So 8:30 angel number meaning. The 8:30 number symbolizes death and resurrection, so it indicates the death of your old life and the resurrection of a whole new life with a whole new blah blah blah. I only screenshotted the main things that caught my attention there. So let's go to this next one here. Find out all about 8:30 blah blah blah. 8:30 is the number of renewal, change, and resurrection. It indicates that you are ready for a new cycle in your life, and that is the truth. A radical change is brewing, and you have to follow the flow. And that's what led me to this information. I'm in flow, let go, let God. The 830 number symbolizes death and resurrection, so it indicates the death of your old life and the resurrection of a new life, with a whole new destiny and new habits, because you can't bring your old self with you. You can't bring those old habits with you, because how can you be something else different than what you are now if you bring your all your baggage with you forward? You have to figure out what serves you and what doesn't. So literally, for the past decade or more, angel numbers have been guiding me very uniquely, and it's not, you can go around looking at numbers every day and freak out and look them all up. That's not what I do. What I do is, depending on the feeling I have or the circumstance or the circumstance around how I saw the number or the timing is what guides me to look into the message. And one thing is that I don't rely on this to guide my life. Without it, I do rely on it, but what I'm saying is that when I look at these numbers and I read the messages, it's just confirmation. Okay? It's not telling me something I don't know. It's reaffirming what is happening. So what is certain is that you are moving forward on a new path filled with joy and hope, and that this reversal will affect all areas of your life. Facts. The 830 is that of the guardian angel named Yezel, whose influence period in your life symbolizes mutual aid. It is also a great source of interior inspiration. It allows you to develop your creative side, which will allow you to excel in the field of art. And if some of you don't know me, I've been painting the past couple years and really diving into it, and I love art, and I'm getting the itch to paint again, and it's been a couple months. Okay, so we got that explained. So the other thing I want to talk about is when I was on my way to Staples to get my cardstock paper on June 5th, I went there and got I got a stapler, and I got printer paper, right? When I was at Staples, I drove there on my motorcycle for one. I didn't even realize that there was a thunderstorm or any kind of storm. Right as I walked into Staples, I just heard this torrential downpour behind me, and I was so shocked. I was like, what the heck? Like, what? And then I was just like, thank you, God, I understand, because the signs were getting so heavy near, around, during, and after the contract. So I had the torrential downpour. I walked into Staples. No water at all had gotten on me. I mean, we're talking about torrential downpour. Inside the store, you couldn't even hear the associates talking or the ambience of the store because it was so loud on the roof inside the store, right? I'm only in the store for like 10 minutes. I get what I need, and then I get out. I go outside, no rain. I can see a storm in the distance, and it looks as almost like it's a horseshoe shape in the sky, to where I'm standing, it's just sunshine. So that was really fun. But on my way to Staples, before I even had seen that sign, let me show you this. Now, you don't have to believe me, but I do have to show you my truth. So do you see this? All right, we're gonna have to minimize this real quick. Do you see that right there? So that right there is a man and a child, a boy that's about 10 years old. Reminds me of my father because he had a Harley and a sidecar. So basically, these two were behind me when I was sitting in traffic on my way to Staples, right behind my van. And then along comes this guy, not paying attention. You see that right there? That truck? That dump truck wasn't paying attention, and it came screeching to a halt, and it almost hit the motorcycle. And they didn't even turn around from the noise. I mean, there was smoke coming from the truck and everything. And they never even turned around from the noise. It was wild. Like, I looked behind me and I thought I was going to get smashed by a dump truck in my rearview mirror. And the motorcycle and this young boy would have been destroyed in between the collision. Not only were they fine, the dump truck stopped a couple feet before hitting these people, but they didn't even look behind them. They weren't even worried or nothing. Signs from God, right? For sure, signs from God. It looks like I'm not getting my point across fast enough because my video is going to be over in 30 seconds. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to post a continuance. I'm going to post this video and then I will publish one more to finish my discussion on angel numbers, because it's quite interesting. So I will see you on part 2 for angel numbers. This is part 1 now. Oh, and remember, trustees are cool.